Pessoal, vamos estar acompanhando agora final da eliminatória da Summer Championship, Radish versus Balloon Boy. Pessoal, uma coisinha, eu fiz uma publi recentemente, tá? E para futuramente eles vierem a trabalhar comigo novamente, a gente precisa trazer uns resultados para eles, tá? Então, se vocês puderem, tá baixando o programa que é um personalizador, organizador de desktop, de área de trabalho. Eu vou ficar muito feliz se você puder baixar e testar ele, beleza? E o programa vai estar no comentário fixado, tá bom? Eu vou agradecer muito. E é isso. De um lado a gente tem Balloon Boy com seu clássico Mega Man. E do outro lado a gente tem Radish com seu clássico também, Red Raptor, né? Enfim, bora lá.
Oh, double shots right there. Caught him again. I like that. Trying to get the X pivot in there as well with that neutral air, but we're not able to get it.
Yeah, we're already seeing like more airs out of Balloon Boy than we've seen in like the past 2 sets that we've seen him play in. Already trying to juggle with that, but that is it feels like an early KO. I didn't think he was going to be knocking out
just left.
that one.
Yeah. I'm good though. Yeah, so all right. Either way, I mean, he might be able to just get right back in to the mix if Balloon Boy can start to get some hits here. But no, it looks like Radish comes back off of watching Balloon Boy come back down and just get 40 damage immediately. That's nice.
Oh, I thought he could get the D-Light right off that corner of the soft platform so we could follow it up with a recovery potentially off the top to get the KO. The GC Insig Radish is just going to wait it out. He's not going to push the offstage. You know that.
Okay, goes well over him on that one. Radish now. Definitely dancing around quite well. Balloon Boy has not been able to figure out exactly how to hit Radish just yet. At least to get this stock off. Radish about to lap him percentage also in stock. Okay.
That's tough because I think that's off a misinput from the throw because Balloon Boy just like threw the blasters at the blast zone rather than towards Radish. Radish also threw a weapon toss that ended up missing, but his was much closer to being on the mark. And I love the weapon toss that they had before that where they each threw their weapons at each other. There was a spot dodge that came out from Radish. Balloon Boy got hit, and so Radish was able to go through and then pick up his weapon off of that while Balloon Boy was disarmed because he didn't have the reaction time to dodge the weapon toss.
Dude, right now, Balloon Boy is way far behind. He's going to have to make some crazy plays here, but I feel like that's a little hard to do. I think Radish is definitely pretty... What is going on?
He went for the big bird off the top. That would have been so sick. That would have been a big cacaw.
The triple tap of the neutral air into the big... Yeah, the big bird would have been absolutely... I would have jumped out. If I had a seat, I would have jumped out of it. Uh-oh.
I think Walt would have given us a cacaw for that one.
All the way from New York.
Yeah, we would have heard it too. He's still trying to juggle off the top. That's going to do it. Man, I feel like Radish is using that signature, both the D-Sig and the N-Sig more.
Like in a couple
Bora lá pra segunda partida. E, cara, a gente já tá tendo troca. Balloon Boy com Zariel, Devil Jin. E caso você não saiba, ele começou a aparecer muito nos campeonatos jogando de Devil Jin, de Zariel, né? E ficou por muito tempo na 1v1, na 2v2, só pra de vez em quando trazer uma Diana. Acho que ele já trouxe até Cross, mas era pontual, assim, sabe? Mas daí quando ele começou a trazer o Mega Man, que é a Vivi, né? Mega Man crossover pra Vivi, ele começou a trazer com mais consistência, né? Aí o Zariel ficou um pouco de lado da 1v1 pelo menos. E olha, trazer de cara assim, não esperava. De cara, quando eu digo, ele perdeu tipo uma partida, né? Ele não tava, sei lá, faltava uma partida pro Radish vencer e eliminar ele do campeonato.
Is trying his best to get any type of hit. Finally finds himself a gauntlet and light, but he has really not been able to like take any type of advantage. Right now, Radish is definitely controlling the pace of this match, and every time Balloon Boy gets a hit, it's just like, all right, that's all you got. There's no established pressure after that. There's no aggressing. Just hold. Well, I got some damage, and now we're about to neutral.
I wasn't able to find a punish after that because Radish did the in-light on the ground, and then Balloon Boy was on the soft platform trying to avoid the in-light. Dare right over the corner, but dude, Radish is so far back. You are not going to catch him playing dangerously close to the edge, ready for like the super telegraph GC Insig that you know is coming out from a Zario player. Radish was 100% ready for that.
Chase down. Nice. Okay. No second chase down here. Definitely tried it, but... Okay, well not the, you know what, honestly, he's hit a lot of people with that, but like Radish, I just feel like it's not really falling into a lot of...
Yeah, but that's the key. He's not going to fall into that.
Yeah, like Radish is definitely, he will wait out until he sees the thing that he can't punish. So, yeah, never really going to go on the offense until it's time for like guaranteed, like it's a 95% chance it's going to hit. Okay.
Dude, this is not the stage to play a Bow Legend on. Unless, like, maybe he is playing Zariel, so you can use the side sig, and you can use the down sig. But this is just like, you're going to struggle. Okay, that does it. I was almost a little bit worried that that wasn't going to do it. Just because neutral air on Bo really does not have like the biggest KO power in the world, and especially being on Fortress.
Took him a little bit, though. Now he's going to have to try to make some big plays to try to get back into this game. As you can see, when he was trying to go for that down air, he's like, maybe I can just start a cheeky little edge guard. Not going to happen this time around, though. Radish once again controlling all this space on the ground. Balloon Boy getting, you know, some stray hits, but never really turned that into advantage still.
If I'm sensing like the vibes and the energy of this match and all the subjective stuff, it feels like Radish is still definitely in control. And I think like he is, but not that in control, right? He's getting towards the later stages of yellow, definitely after that in light. Balloon Boy is like through the middle stages of orange, so Balloon Boy is not that far behind. It's just Radish is so consistently ahead, and the damage lead is just always in Radish's favor so far. His damage is more consistent, he's building it up more frequently, and it feels like Balloon Boy is just like he gets behind and then he stays behind. These are the way Radish plays.
I think to your point, there's a way to definitely shake Radish out of this this zen state that he's in right now, right? So if Balloon Boy did just get like a crazy read on a side sig, gets himself the lead, yeah, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the wait.
Oh, great!
No side sig necessary. Oh my God.
Okay.
That's what he needed. Okay, now he's in the lead. This is exactly what I was talking about. Now let's see what Radish does from behind. Can he now still establish that type of same pressure that he's been holding throughout this game from this situation?
Yeah, Balloon Boy playing so far back, like Radish with the like lazy tosses up. I call them lazy because they're like super slow, low arcing tosses. I think Radish just felt super safe there, and Balloon Boy really capitalized on that. See if Radish can clean up the stock. Goes in with a big ground pound. That was a commitment, especially when he's in the orange on final, and Balloon Boy still has 2. Oh, all right, there we go. There's the bike.
Slide out on him real quick. All right, well, I mean, he did do about 100 damage on him already. That is pretty big for where he got to that stock and where he could have lost his. So now, somehow, the Radish firing back majorly. Yeah, Balloon Boy's he's got to be able to hold this lead. You know, force Radish to come to him. Whoa, big bet on that side.
Gotta be careful, man.
This is what I was talking about, though. Radish is just not going to fall into that. And look how much damage he's taking just off that bet alone. Oh, I thought he hit him. I thought he got him.
He stayed deep enough in the push-off call and then not get hit by that ground pound that was going right alongside the wall. Radish picks up his orb back after Balloon Boy grabs the weapon spawn. There's the neutral air. No recovery follow-up off of it just yet. Balloon Boy doesn't want to whiff and get punished.
Ooh. There it is.
Nice.
Okay. Needed that.
At this level. That's why he got second at CEO. But you just see it.
Aparentemente, a troca pro Zariel tá funcionando.
And even that was like partly due to the fact that the ground pound came out from
rapaz, tá funcionando bem.
setting up that situation, that uncharacteristic behavior from Radish.
Ooh. Okay, now he's looking for his own ground pounds, and yeah, that bow ground pound definitely got some force behind it, so not a bad thing to look for, especially when you have your opponent now in the orange. This time going for the down sig instead. Covering a lot of space right there. Takes a small punish for it.
It almost seemed like he was going to get away with that down sig. It's crazy how much space that Radish can cover after that D-sig misses, because like the range on it is solid, and Radish was down there. Like he didn't dodge it. He had to overspace it.
Radish almost having like the right punish right there. I think he just might have held that too long, or he was too low before he started it. So might have tried to go for a more safer down air. Regardless, we're still pretty even. Not sure who's going to take this first stock just yet.
I think we also just saw the bow weapon toss come out, and then the gauntlet recovery hit Radish, and I think the bow weapon toss interrupted what would probably be a KO. Radish was at 171 damage, so I don't know if like one jump height up, if a gauntlet recovery is going to KO on this map. I'm not exactly sure on that.
Oh. Okay, not going to try to send it anymore. Just gets the weapon toss down there. Radish on the wall slip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Complete baiting coming out from Balloon Boy.
Very much like where he was standing. Yeah, Radish on the wall slip. He did not drift far enough in for that GC side light to hit. So the easy punish right there for Balloon Boy. But
oh, he caught him jumping after that. That might have been a panic jump there after he saw the signature start up.
Yeah, because I imagine if he had went in for the dash down sig, he would have got hit by that in light. So yeah, he just missed the in light. Was like, oh, I got to get out of here. Jump straight into the sig. Right down the middle, but Balloon Boy starting to get a little more damage here at the beginning of the second stock. Looking for that patented Balloon Boy down weapon toss, but Radish actually does recover high pretty often.
Yeah. It's because like he doesn't want to engage in the edge guard, and you're not going to really engage in a long offstage edge guard situation if you're all the way in the air.
Oh yeah.
I really like that option from Radish. He does that often enough. Like it's definitely a part of his gameplay where he's going to ride that bike as far as he can to give him the most lateral movement that you can get off of any option. Oh, okay.
Okay, bet a lot right there. Definitely expecting a jump out.
Oh!
The follow down always looks so funny. It's like you wanna see that blast zone, you can definitely see it right now. Balloon Boy betting a lot on, oh wait, he's got to get back down. Betting a lot on that ground pound. That actually does not do him no favors. Now a little bit of a lead here developing for Radish.
And see, there's moments like that like Balloon Boy doesn't have to do that.
He doesn't.
He's been winning this game on the main stage, not off stage. He doesn't have to go off stage like that and bet it all with that ground pound. Especially riding low, where there's all that lateral movement that Radish has with his own ground pound. You're going to ride it all the way down there, so Radish is going to follow you.
Ooh. Okay, Radish. Oh, very good weapon toss. He had to do something to get past Radish. That was just enough stun. Radish also looking for gravity cancel and light instead of like a recovery there. And Balloon Boy now, let's see another day with no extra damage added on. Could potentially get himself back in this game. Nice recovery. Radish going to push him off stage, though. Oh, great recovery, too, here from Radish.
There is another weapon spawn on the field, so we could see Balloon Boy swap over to the bow if he wants to. I'm not sure if he does or not. Radish is going to strip it from the field. There's the down air. It bounces off the main stage, not over the corner. He's able to do that safely, so it could be a bait.
Oh, loving these punishes here from Radish, too, because he's not even going for. He's like, I don't need the side light every time, but he knows that he can definitely easily punish that side light from Balloon Boy quickly with the side air.
Oh, is that going to do it from the middle of the stage? Yes, it does. Over 200 damage. You know you're going to get KO'd off of that.
Swap here. This is what you got your one W on so far. But the thing is, yeah, it's the big bets that are really kind of messing them up. Because I think, yeah, if you were holding that lead, you didn't have to go that crazy. You know, sometimes you got to play the Raiders game against Raiders. Like, let the win come to you.
Okay, nice D-Light neutral air. The second follow-up neutral air for the juggle does get punished by the side air from Radish.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, he had the time to get away from that.
That worked.
I love that. That down air was a fantastic one, and not just because it hit, but because like there was not a lot that Radish could do to then counter punish after that if he got like the dodge through, or if he happened to jump at the right time, or float away. This is the way you need to play, Balloon Boy. Your bow is looking amazing.
And now we got a solid lead right here. Those the N6 not working for him just yet, but yeah, we got a pretty solid lead for sure for Balloon Boy. Hopefully, he can keep this type of pressure up. I like he's still definitely keeping the aggression up, but it's not super reckless. And I think that's one of the things that is going to cause a little bit of an issue here for Radish. Now he's not able to kind of just camp out. That one's going to work. Good weapon toss as well. Oh my! Yo, we're seeing a game 5.
And this is a great spot to be throwing out the neutral signatures like he is, because he's in the yellow. Like, what's going to happen off of this? Nothing like catastrophic can really happen if he whiffs an insig in the middle of the stage. Like, one, he's going to do like a smart dodge after that, and even if he does like a bad dodge, okay, he takes 50 damage. Okay, now he's in the orange. Big deal.
The bro is definitely styling right now. Okay, gets the dash jump, looking for what side he goes to.
Okay. GCD light even a little bit risky, but that at least gives him like a lot of range with how far back Radish was playing.
All right, that so far I've seen none of those hit, and I've always seen the punish. Didn't take a hard punish yet, but it's just because Radish. I mean, he's notoriously going high. It's kind of hard to catch him maybe under that stage if you're expecting him to come back to stage leads laterally. That has not happened.
Oh, he gets away from that. Just barely. Gets away from that one as well. Now we're seeing Radish go between the cover high, cover low, in-sig, D-sig.
Oh, man, yeah, he's pulling out the coin flip, but neither one of those coin flips working for him this time around. That is going to be enough obliteration. The 3-stock as the answer on game 4, and we're seeing in game 5 off the heels of 456 damage to 160 Gs. You are 5th game.
Lá, gente, quinto jogo. Agora não tem mais trocar de legend. Lembrando que quem perder essa partida vai ser eliminado do campeonato, porque eles estão do lado da bracket eliminatória, beleza? Aí depois a gente vai ter a Grand Finals, e a Grand Finals vai ser contra alguém que tá na bracket de cima, tá? Aí, se por exemplo, o Balloon Boy vencer, ele vai precisar ganhar na Grand Final 2 sets de MD5, beleza?
Clean, there it is.
And he didn't whiff a signature this time. Like, he's been going for the neutral signature after that side light, trying to catch the jump after that from Radish. This time he went with a side air, potentially hoping to set up an edge guard after that, or at least like get the turnaround edge guard by moving out to throw out the side air. That way, if Radish comes through you and towards the back of the stage, you can turn around and hit him with a dare.
Oh yeah, he's been doing. I mean, I feel like that's been his 50-50 off of hitting a side light. Is the dash jump? Let me wait and see which direction you're at, or it's the dash in neutral sig. So okay.
Dude, Balloon Boy waited so long before he committed to that D-Light recovery. He waited. Okay, I thought we were going to get shades of the previous game where the bow toss interrupted the Gauntlet recovery that was going to get a KO off the top, but it didn't this time with the D-Sig.
I think we might be back because, like, again, Balloon Boy has thrown out quite a bit of SIGs that, like, I'm used to seeing him throw out, but they just haven't been hitting Radish. Now they're hitting.
Yeah.
It might be time, like, Balloon Boy might be fully activated. That third B is here. Here we go. Okay. Clean. Keeping it simple right here. I like the, yeah, still not going super crazy on his offense. I mean, obviously doesn't want to give up too big of a mistake, but gets him knighted right there with the nice recovery.
Nice. Yeah, that was a really great timing there from Balloon Boy. He knew something big was coming, and once he saw that it wasn't going to be a ground pound with actual like motion commitment from Radish, it was just going to be that bird foot. He just had to wait for the bird foot to come out. He could cover all that territory with the GC Sig, touch the wall, and get back. 88 damage in the orange here for Radish, so Balloon Boy with a nice lead. He's going to go back onto the bow on his next weapon pickup.
Yeah, Radish, though, very, very well placed down there to finally get that stock, but it is kind of late on his stock right now at the very least. We already passed the 100 mark. He's starting to get some good damage here. Ooh, almost got a three-piece. Almost got that jump out the corner, too. Nice. Nice again. Okay, double the end lights. Put him back off the stage. Still looking for that, but no, Radish is definitely ready. You see him kind of stepping back, and it's a little hard for Balloon Boy, I think, to get that catch that he probably wants on Radish backdashing away after getting hit with a sidelight.
But you also saw him immediately change it up on the sidelight right after that Insig, where he just kind of waited and jumped around in case Radish retreated back over to the wall. Then he could start the edge guard with a down air. Probably not a ground pound. I don't think he needs that commitment at this moment.
Ooh.
There's the in light. Doesn't send off screen. He's going to need a little bit more damage before he's looking to KO off the top or the side with just the light attacks of the Gauntlet kit.
Good weapon toss right there to try to establish a little pressure, but doesn't get that in light right after. Ooh, not sure if okay, he's through and he's out. Okay, good stuff here to Balloon Boy. Now one more stock away, but he is hurting. And if Radish is able to find just a quick KO, we can go ahead and even this back up. Oh man, you gave it up to him. You gave it up so easily.
Tough. And that also started with, you saw him throw the bow up instantly after he got the KO because he was hoping for the next weapon spawn to come in so he could strip the field from Radish, keep the weapon advantage there. But Radish came right in. He had iframes right as that weapon spawn came in. So there's no way for Balloon Boy to safely deny that without catching any type of punish that could lose a stock.
Oop. Okay. Yeah, now this is the scary part. That, you know, you had a pretty solid lead, and now it's getting kind of whittled into.
Yeah, he gets the bow.
You're not really in a spot where like Radish is forced to really to approach you. As you can see, Radish is willing to just kind of go to the other side of the stage and just play some neutral from across the screen. So it's really going to be up to Balloon Boy to make something happen here, even if he does have the lead. Radish is like, we're still in the same stock. I don't care.
Now Balloon Boy's done a great job of being really patient so far. So as long as he holds on to it just a little bit more.
Ooh, okay, try to go for that double recovery. Only takes a small punish for it, though, so nothing crazy. However, getting put off the stage, this is kind of scary. Nice, sneaks under that down air.
I thought he was going to catch the side air again after a whiffed neutral air. Yeah, he just tries to get away. After that neutral air comes out and it's not a hit, he's like, I want to get out of dodge. I don't want to take another inlight. I don't want to take a side air. I don't want to take anything after this. There's the recovery. It's really high, but again, we're on Fortress of Lions.
I feel as though I'm liking well, you know, if he had hit that, I thought he was a genius. But I am liking his bow a little better than his gauntlets right now, just for him being able to do stuff with it.
Yes.
Gauntlets aren't looking bad. It's just I feel like he has more chances to actually like push the advantage when he has the bow in hand. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be the gauntlets. He might have to do it on these. And the recovery, not enough from the ground. One more, though. It doesn't matter where it hits. I think that's going off that blast zone.
Is he going to pick up one more before Radish starts adding up this damage? No. There's the dare. Radish goes back over to the main platform, playing back almost towards the center of the stage. Nice jump after that.
Caramba, mano. Se qualificou pra Royal. É isso, gente. Não esquece de ver o programa aí no comentário fixado, por favorzinho. Eu vou agradecer muito. Tchau, tchau.